Hey guys, Stiggy at the Guitar Loft here, mate. Right, what I wanted to actually do today is talk to you a little bit about fret dressing. Now, you can see this is actually the neck off our project guitar as we speak. Now, fret dressing, if your frets on the top are okay, which I'm not really going to cover these too much at the moment because it's not really something that you guys can do at home at the moment, unless you've got some specialised tools, but I am working on a jig in a later video for you to show you how you can refret. So for this one, the frets, let's say your frets are fine. Okay, now in one of the previous videos I showed you how to scarf the neck and how to take all the finish off it to make it faster, but that means absolutely nothing if your fret edges and your fret ends, which are the 45-degree angles here, are rough as hell. Now on some guitars, not all guitars I may mention, but on some budget guitars you'll find that as you run your fingers up and down the neck, you'll feel them and they'll be slightly burry, and that's only because when they're fitted they don't spend as much time as a company like Gibson or PRS or Fender or stuff like that. So I'm just going to show you basically how you can do that at home on your own. There are selected ways of doing it. I've got some files. These aren't proper luthier files, these ones. I went out and bought these specially for these videos. These are just Draper files, very fine, you know, needle files almost. You can also use an emery board, you know, if your partner does nails or, you know, she shines her nails and stuff like that. You can even use wire wool if you want, just to get a bit of shine. So anyway, all you're going to need for these videos is some files or an emery board or something like that. Now, and some masking tape or some tape. So I've run some tape along the edge because the one thing you don't want to do is be scratching the finish on the side. And a nice top tip for you. Instead of taping up, you can tape up if you want to, but if you're only doing your fret ends you don't need to. Get yourself a piece of cardboard. I think we all know by these videos now what this is. Yes, it's a piece of D'Addario. Cut a piece of cardboard, cut a slit in it roughly the same size as your frets. And then every time you go up a fret, you see how that holds the edge and it protects the fretboard? Yeah, well that's what you do. Okay? So I'm not going to do it here because it's difficult to show you on camera, but literally what you're trying to do is you just want to take off any burrs. So you rub gently up and down, run your hand up and down the neck, find out if you've got a rough one. Not all of them will be that way, but just some of them. Rub it up and down. That's all you're doing. Okay? You're just literally filing off any rough burrs and making them soft. And if you spend an hour doing that with your files and then some wire wool afterwards on the edges, you know, it makes a world of difference, guys, and I mean an absolute world of difference. So don't be scared to do it. Put your tape all the way down the edge, make your little jig, which is your cardboard with a slit in it, get your small file or your nail file or something like that, and then just basically take those burrs off and try and round those edges as best you can, just mirror them, and then run your hand up and down. It might take you 3 attempts, but at the end of the day, it is worth it. Do it on both sides, and I promise you, your guitar will play almost, you know, infinitely better. Okay, so that's it. Just another quick top tip there for you. How to do it: file or a nail file. I haven't got an emery board at the moment, but an emery board or some wire wool, and then you can actually do it yourself. Just take those extra burrs off. Okay, speak to you soon, guys. Bye now.